So you may realize that in Google Meet, there are some new features. The first one I want to talk to you about really quick is the breakout rooms. At the top right-hand corner, you will see a triangle, a square, and a circle that you can click on for activities. Then you have breakout rooms, polls, and questions and answers. We're first going to do breakout rooms. If I click on breakout rooms, I can choose how many rooms I want. I can go down and I can choose who I want in breakout room 1 and who I want in breakout room 2. I can remove my student from breakout room 1 and I can add that student. If I don't want them there, I can add that student here. And I can add her there. Then I can create my breakout rooms. And right now, my students are going into breakout rooms on their session. It tells me at the top that breakout rooms are in session. And then I can go here. I can join myself, the breakout rooms, and pop in on them to see what they are doing, how they are, whether they're talking or not. I can also, so Isla and Addie are both in breakout room 2. Zoe's in breakout room 1. I can join their session. If I click on join, I am now in joining breakout room session 2. And so my session will pop up and I can now talk with those students, listen to what they're talking about. And you can see right here, I am in breakout room 2. I can come down here and I can choose to leave breakout room 2. I can also choose, once I go back to the main room, like it is telling me I am doing, I can choose to be done with my breakout rooms, and I can click under breakout rooms. I can click end breakout rooms. And if I end them, my students will then be forced out of breakout rooms and they will come back into the main session. So that's what will happen there if I choose to break out the room. And I'm going to go back. You will see my students are now popping up back right here because they were forced out of the breakout room. If I go into polls, I can create a poll and ask my students, are you having a good day? I can give them options. Yes. No, I can save the question or I can launch the question. If I choose to launch it, it will send the question to them. They will then answer the question. And as they answer the question, their responses and their votes will pop up right here. And you can see right now it says yes, there is 1 vote for yes, and currently no votes for 0 votes for no. And as my students continue to vote, the answers will pop up. At any point, I can end the poll and they can no longer vote. I can also discard and delete the poll, which is a pretty cool feature. So I am going to, as my last student is hopefully making her answer on her poll, I'm going to go back out of that. I can also do a question and answer. If I choose to question and answer, I turn it on and my students can ask a question and others can answer that question. It's a pretty neat little feature. That is the first thing I want to show you, and I will now show you the next feature. The second feature that I want to show you that is really cool, in the bottom right-hand corner, you can click the 3 dots and click on Whiteboard. When you click on Whiteboard, you can either choose one from your drive that is a Jamboard that you have done through Google, or you can click Start a New Whiteboard. When you click on Start a New Whiteboard, it will create the jam. It will then share it with those 3 people, and you will press send. These are all the people that are in my current Google Meet session. Then my Jamboard will load. As it loads, it's going to pop up a whiteboard just like as if I am on my desktop, or not my desktop, my whiteboard, my classroom. I'm going to click on Present Now, and I'm going to choose a window, and I'm going to click my Jamboard and share it. And my students will now see my whiteboard. Now that I am sharing my whiteboard, I can then draw anything on my board that I want them to see. I can add a picture. I can add any kind of sticky note. Maybe I want to add a note. Don't forget to tell me your favorite color. Save it and put that sticky note somewhere for them. Maybe I then want to come over and I can draw some shapes. I can add a text box. And in that text box, I can write, I am having a great day. I can write anything I want to. I can stretch it. I can move it around. You can have your students, you can say, okay, here is a sentence. Please tell me what the pronoun in the sentence is. And then your students could send a comment in the comment section telling you what the pronoun is. They could also even open the Jamboard and they could highlight the Jamboard right in your Google Meet session. So if you have any questions, then feel free to ask. You will notice that Isla just now joined the Jamboard. So she could essentially, because she joined it, she could choose to answer, write a response, highlight on there, or do anything on that Jamboard that I'm asking her to do. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask, and I will try to research and answer them for you and help you out.